Radio Raheem here with Joel Diaz at home at your gym. We took a long trip to get here, man. Before we even get into Lucas Matthysse, talk to me about, like, every camp has an atmosphere, kind of a feel to it. What's this camp for you? What's this training facility like for Joel?
It's a great camp. The atmosphere is great. You know, I got nothing but positive environment around me. I got great people around me, great fighters. Most of my fighters here, they come in happy, they train happy, and what else can I ask for? We started this new year with a good motivation, and our first fight obviously is going to be for a world championship. And what else can I ask for? And now we don't have to leave. We don't have to leave home to do immediate training. Now you guys come to us, so you know it's off to a good start.
You know, some camps, some places have bells and whistles. They're real fancy. This seems like a real kind of grassroots feel and environment. You brought Lucas Matthysse in. This is your second fight with him. Talk to me about what it is like to bring somebody in who's already had a career, already experienced success, and now trying to retool him for the next chapter.
Well, first of all, I thank Golden Boy Promotions for that opportunity. When Lucas Matthysse decided to come back and give it one more try. Eric Gomez gave me that call and says, "Hey, I would like for you to train Lucas Matthysse." I said, "Great. I would love that. Just having somebody that I admire and I seen, and I was a big fan of Lucas Matthysse in my gym. I saw him because he trained here for the Danny Garcia fight for a few weeks. So I remember him. So I knew that him and I would get along well. And now that he's here, I'm thankful for the opportunity. I'm putting in a lot of work with him, and he's a great fighter, powerful hitter, and I know that it's all here. I can bring that energy to him, and I've seen it in training. Sometimes I see him slow down a little bit, and just a couple of words that I give him, I'll wake him up, and I can see the spark. For some reason, I can tell myself, I have a little bit of a spark to my fighters, and I'll wake them up, and they'll finish the fight strong, or either they'll revive. And I've noticed that that's what Lucas Matthysse needed. He needed somebody with a strong voice that he could really respect and listen, and that's what I've been working on. Because other than that, the physical part he's really good at.
At this stage, the question has to be asked: if he's still in his prime, do you feel like we've seen the best of Matthysse?
Well, obviously, when he was young, the younger Matthysse was at his best. Right now, I can say he's not towards the end of his career, but he's close. But we all know in the boxing world that the best of his career was in the younger years. But he can still be up there because he's a fighter that has not been beat up so bad. Obviously he had his downfalls, and I've seen him win a few fights that on his record says he lost. But his motivation and his willpower can bring him back to be one of the best, one of the top welterweight fighters in the division at this point.
So what's the path that you see? I mean, obviously welterweight division's impacted. You got Spence there, Crawford's coming in. Like, these guys are young and they're hungry and they're good. How does Matthysse navigate his way to the top of this division?
Well, first of all, we're not looking that far. Right now we have a task in front of us, and that's Tehuacán. And after that, whatever comes, obviously he's always said that he would love to get back in the ring and get with Danny Garcia again. He's never mentioned Crawford. He's never mentioned Spence. It's always been in his mind that, one of those moments that, he could have performed better, and he feels that Danny Garcia and him should get back in the ring again.
Joel, we've got actually Spence coming up in a couple of weeks. He's fighting Peterson, but we're hoping to see a Crawford-Spence fight. A lot of people want to see that fight. I'm curious, who do you think wins that fight, how that would shake out?
Crawford. Crawford will beat Spence. It will be a great fight. Don't get me wrong. Errol Spence is a great fighter, but Crawford is just another breed, man. That guy, he's a great fighter, all the way around. He's a well-rounded fighter. He can switch lefty, righty. He has all the confidence. He can measure. He can read you before you even do so. I mean, he's a great fighter. And at the end, Crawford will win that fight.
You think, even though he hasn't fought at 47, you consider him the best 47-pounder? Who's at the top?
I mean, even though he's never fought at 147, he's got the build of a 147-pounder.
Radio Raheem with Joel Diaz. Good luck with Lucas Matthysse, man.
Sure.
Can't wait to see you in that corner. Radio Raheem with Joel Diaz.